Happy Friday. Okay, I'm doing this video because I'm kind of in the dark trying to stay incognito. You are not gonna believe this story. Every time I think about it, I crack up. So I had all these empty alcohol bottles. Usually Don Oakley takes them because he makes lamps. However, he's not doing a lot of street fair stuff right now because of the vid. So, oh good God. I posted online, would anybody like some bottles? They're all cleaned out, bunch of alcohol bottles. So, oh my God. This awesome woman who I am now going to be friends with forever came by to get them. But we were texting this morning. I told her, yes, they were available, blah, blah, blah. She does extracts. She was excited. I was thrilled. I didn't want to throw them away. Those great big coconut tequila bottles are awesome, man. They're thick and heavy. So anyways, and there was a lot. Oh my God. So she was coming from another city and I was kind of keeping an eye out. So Dino gets ready to leave for work. And as he's walking out the door, I'm all, bye. And this little car pulls up. And I'm like, oh, this must be the people for the bottles. He's like, oh, she brought a man with her. I'm like, well, you know, she's coming to a stranger's house. So these two men get out of this car. He's walking to his van. And I'm like, oh, are you guys here about the bottles? They're like, the bottles? I go, yeah, the bottles online, the alcohol bottles. He goes, you're giving away alcohol? No, I'm not giving away alcohol. I have all these empty bottles. I thought you were the person coming to get them. Obviously not. And then I look closer. And I have two bad showing, very, very sticking out there police officers asking for me. Me? Really? I'm like, that's me. I wanted to say I don't know who she is and run, but I toughed it out. So they came up to the door. They told me where they were from. I said, oh, you must be here about such and such. And they said, yes, we are. Can we speak to you? Okay. So they come in. They sit down. And they had on face masks that said police. It was pretty obvious. Their badges, the guns, you know. I did think it was strange they didn't have a notepad, but Jolene told me later it's because they wear a body cam and they tape the whole conversation. I thought you'd have to be notified if you're being taped, but obviously not by a cop. Or a detective, or a sheriff, or whatever. I don't know. Just weird. So anyways, they come in and they're asking me questions about this situation that, you know, I wished I knew nothing about, but I know about. So in the meantime, Dino's phone rings and I'm like, oh no, he went to work, he forgot his phone. So a couple seconds later, Dino comes in the door. You're not gonna believe this. He comes in the door. He's like, oh man, I forgot my phone. And they're like, haha, you know, whatever. One of them said something to him. It was obvious. Police, badge, and gun. He chuckles. They chuckle. He gets his phone and he leaves. Okay, I thought it was odd, but whatever. So they were here for quite a long time. Quite a long time. Longer than I ever imagined. Oh, my God. So they leave and the car pulls up and it's my newfound friend and she's just awesome and everything was great and she gave me some scrumptious orange extract. So she leaves and Dino gets home from work and I said, could you believe that the cops were here for like 2 hours? Like, could you believe that's how long they were here? He goes, what are you talking about? Cops were here. I go, those 2 cops. He goes, what 2 cops? I go, that were getting out of the car when you left this morning, that were sitting on the couch when you came home, when you forgot your phone. And he's looking at me like, what in the fuck are you talking about? He goes, I thought those were the man and woman that came for the bottles. I go, Dino, why would I invite two strangers into the house to talk to me about empty flippin' bottles? And which one did you think was a woman? Because one had a very prominent silver beard and mustache, and the other one had a very prominent black beard and mustache. And he said, oh, the one that was sitting where I usually do. I go, that was a dude. He goes, oh, I thought it was a really ugly woman. What? You can't make this shit up. I said, no, they were police officers. And it is not a laughing matter what they were here about, by no means. It was horrific. However, oh my God. I go, well, nothing like knowing that you think I would invite two strangers to come sit in the house and talk to me about bottles. So then I tell Mike the story, and he's like, well, you are the kind of person that would invite a couple people in to talk about empty bottles. Then I tell Jolene, and Jolene goes, well, you know, in his defense, Mom, if you didn't look like you were in distress. Fuck. So then, to top off the day, Rain comes home sick from school. And they just left here to go to the shooting gallery thing, you know, target practice thing, with a massive amount of arsenal. I go, wow, nothing like starting my day out with fully loaded police officers at my door and ending it with the fam going out with a massive arsenal. It's like, you can't make it up. Okay, so anyways, I just had to share this. I don't know, you might not find as much humor in it as I do, but I found it quite unbelievable. Okay, have a great Friday night. Hang in there. You know, I have more to come. I've been trying to behave since my last blocking of Facebook, because I'm about to come out full thunder. And then you guys won't see me for a while. Or ever again. I don't know. All right, have a great night. I love you. Mwah. Bye.